everybody, how are you? Welcome back. My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch, where I make beautiful artificial flower arrangements from wreaths, swags, home decor, things for the garden, funeral tributes, weddings and much more. Thank you for all your messages, guys, first of all. About yesterday's wreath that we did, that it looks very natural, and thank you Rachel as well for saying it's the best one she's seen on YouTube as of yet. That really touched my heart. It was very kind and heartwarming of you to say. So today I decided, I've got those small miniature wheels, wagon wheels. They're not very thick. I had a set of 3. I've not used them yet, and they're brown on one side and cream on the other. I don't want the brown. I'd rather have it light, and I love light colours. Dark colours are nice to a certain degree, but you want something bright to give you that cheerful mood. So I'm using this one, and this one's only 10-inch, and I wanted to do it in blues today. I thought, let's do it in blues, nice blues, and maybe add a lovely ribbon in the center. But what I'm going to do, I've cut 2 pieces of dried foam. I want one here, one down here, and then the bow around here, like so. So I still want to see some of the wheel itself. We will be covering our foam with our wreath wrap, and my moss pins or my floral pins have arrived. So I've got over 1,000 in the box. So not in the tin, I couldn't get them all in. So, and the ribbon choice that I've got for today, I love this one. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? That is such a cottagey feel. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And it is a 2.5-inch ribbon, and I thought with that colour I'm going to add in this as well. I thought that looks superb against it as well. I thought fabulous. And then I thought we need something with a bit of dark in it. Let's get something with some dots on, even though that light one's got dots on. So I chose a 1.5-inch like that. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me, guys. So that is our ribbon choice for today. Let me just place that one back on. I can get one of these what are not on a reel on it, but I can't get the other one fully down. So we will go through that process of doing the bow and attaching the wreath wrap. So let's go through what we've got for our floral. I've chose some beautiful clemitis. This is lovely. I've got it in yellow, pink, other colours, but it is a beautiful shape. I thought it was something else till I looked at the invoice and it said clemitis on it. So I thought we could maybe use some of those into it. I want obviously wispy bits, guys. So I've got my miniature baby gerberas for the wispiness to add in for the blue. Look at that together, light blue and dark. So with it having light blue, I've got out 5 roses in light blue. Doesn't that contrast look beautiful together? And I thought, well, we need a little bit of white So I've got 3 pieces of Queen Anne's lace out. I thought, let's get a bit of that in. And I'm going to hold them here so you can see when they're all bunched together, because this is a thing that I do. I pick out what I think, you know, may look nice together. I hold them in my hand, and as I'm going along, and if something just doesn't fit, I take it out. And that may be a good tip for some people, because some people just place it on the table and think, yes, I'll have that, I'll have that. Hold them in your hand like a bouquet, and if they all go together really well, then I'd use them. That's how I look at it, but everybody's got their own opinion. I have got some of our wispy, airy spray out again, and I thought, having, you know, white flowers, let's get those in again. I sat those up there. I've chopped these off the main stem, so again I've done that. I thought I'd got 3 pieces out, but perhaps not. Then I decided I want to get some of our lamb's ear out again, soften it up. I placed that above because against the blues. Doesn't that look pretty? That's really softened it up. I have got out my bay leaves, maybe for filler. I placed those in with them being a light green, and they also sat lovely with the roses and everything else. I did get my fern out, but in a darker colour, to allow all the lighter shades to bounce off of something. So I got out, and what I did, I just went like I was doing a bouquet, how I would do it if I was making a bouquet for somebody, the twisting, the, you know, the placement. And this is just what I did, guys, and I just kept going around with the fern until I was about happy over the amount that I placed in, and I thought that that sat well with the arrangement. So we're going to use that. I have got a bit of the oddments out, what I've got of the green lavender, maybe for filler as well. So I've got a few of those. I thought I could use those. And I've got 1 stem of my ficus. Again, look at the colour of that. Again, I tried the variegated, it was just not sitting nice. I tried the one with the lime, like the cat's eyes. That didn't go too well either. But that sat beautiful with the fern and things like that. I did get out some of this fern, the very soft textured fern, very airy, maybe to use, you know, for just something airy again, in with a bit of a yellow, limey yellow tip around, and it's very, very airy and thin. So I thought that would look beautiful, you know, again, maybe added in. So that, guys, if you look at them like that, they look beautiful together. So that's another way of testing to see if the choice of your project, your floral and foliage all go together. Place them as a bunch like a bouquet, and if they all go together, brilliant. If they don't, then you may just think, you know, hypothetically, oh, the ficus doesn't look right, so we're not going to have that, take it out, and then look at it like that, or go and get another foliage to place in the, you know, instead of the ficus, and if that sits nice, great, or just leave it as it is. And do that, and then that could work well for people, you know, especially beginners who aren't sure what, you know, to choose, what foliage to choose. Hold them as in your hand, and if they, sorry, I've got chewing gum again, guys. I've took Benji a walk, and I eat chewing gum while I take him a walk. And if they look right, fabulous. So that is my choice for today. And my cup of coffee. I think it's gone cold. So I'm going to get Lazy Susan out. I think it's about time she did more than what she did. So I'm going to bring the camera down so you can see on the work, because I'm going to sit down today. I don't know, there's no reason. I'm not poorly, I haven't got a bad back, I'm going to sit down. Why not? Why not? So, can I wish, if Rita is watching, happy birthday, Rita. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday with your grandsons going out for a meal, which is my kids. It's my ex-mother-in-law who I get on really well with. My kids have got the day off work to go out for a meal with her today and treat her. So happy birthday, Rita. Have a wonderful day. Love you lots. So guys, let me just bring my camera down. Oh, and before I do, I'm going to show you now they're in. Look at all those hanging baskets, guys. Let's have a look. There's one on the floor, as you can see, and there's 4 up there. Big hanging baskets for my customer. And that is for one customer what we did yesterday. So let's bring this down. Oh, I hope I haven't got it out of focus now. So that's what we're going to do. And the smell in here, guys, you know, with the, as I say, I put oil, fragrant oil drops or spray on my florals for the customers. The smell in here is divine. And I had a lady last night, I think it was Karen Slater, asking me what waterproof protective spray that I use on my flowers. Now you can buy a Krylon, which is UV floral for artificial flowers protector, but I don't know whether it's waterproof. Now if you go on Google and put in, does WD-40 protect my artificial flowers? Honestly guys, and now, but I use WD-40. You may think, oh, but that's for screws and things like that. It's not just for that. There is a slight bit of a smell as it's wet, but once it's dried, that smell of the WD-40 does disappear. But I like to add some essential oils onto my flowers to give them that, I don't know, that illusion of that they're real and they smell lovely. So I have WD-40, which is waterproof, and it also protects your florals from fading in direct sunlight. So that is a cheaper way, because I've had other sprays before and you know they're not waterproof, and they don't. I want something with waterproof and UV protection, and plus they can be expensive for a small tin. Anything in English money to up to £15 for a tin, 300 ml. So I get the WD-40, which is much cheaper. I spray it outside because of the smell of the WD-40, and then once they've dried I bring them in and then I spray them all with floral essential oils, sorry. So that makes them smell beautiful. So when I came in here this morning, oh goodness me, it was beautiful. So there's a tip for you guys. Right, before we start, I've got my tin now full of floral pins. I'm going to place on our wreath wrap. I'm going slightly over the edge, and the reason being is when I come that way I can fold that over so no water will leak down. That's the reason I go over the edge with my wreath wrap, and just keep pulling it around until you've gone all the way around. Again, you haven't got to have this perfectly tidy because it's all going to be hidden. And I just pull it under. Get my scissors. And you can get this wreath wrap, guys, absolutely anywhere. Any floral sites, you can get them. Amazon sell them. I've at last minute ordered some from Amazon, and as you can see, I've folded that edge over, placed it. Some people sellotape that down. Now I won't use sellotape because after a while sellotape comes off, so I like to use the floral pins. You know, I'm not criticizing anybody, it's just that I've used sellotape before and it does tend to peel off eventually. So hence the reason I prefer to use the floral pins. And again, I'm just tucking in at the top. And then cut. And if you still, you know, want to place in, if it's still a little bit overlapping, place another pin in just to hold it in, and there you have your first. And now I'm not sure that that was enough. I did this, so I'm going to place another pin there because if it's going outside, I don't want it to be wet to the point that the foam will crumble as it gets wet, because all it is compact sand. So let me just straighten that up, and I'm going to do the same again here. Just go round. I've gone over about ½ an inch, which is about 1 centimetre, and I'll do that on both ends. As you can see, so then I can turn that in, so then it protects each of the edge from any water going through. So I just turn it in, do the old-fashioned bed corner folds. If you was a nurse, you'd all know about that. Do the same on this side. In, over, like you do wrapping a parcel on the corners. And that one's just come out of place. And I'm just pulling slightly on it, guys, just so it's not going to be loose for any rain to go through. if you want to feel it a bit more secure, put a second pin in. Again, that's a little bit loose there for me, because I'm very picky, guys. You know, if you're not, then don't worry about it, but I don't like it. I like it to not be flapping about, so to speak. So there we have it. So that is our 2 pieces of foam, and I want to place them one here, and I'm going to use cable ties, and I'm going to place one here, and then I want to place one around here, so they're just leaning off of that point there at an angle. That's if I can get them to sit there. I'm sure I can. So let's do one first and have a look underneath. So I'm gonna have to probably use more than one cable tie. So I'm gonna go under. I'm going to do that on there, and then I'm going to go through that way. I can bring that. I can slide it around so it's flat on the back. So I'm just going to snip those off, and then I'm going to do a cross as well, just for extra security, that, you know, and support. So I'm going to go through here, under and through, and then I'm going to pull. Oh my good gracious me, I'm so heavy-handed. Perfect. Perfect, guys. So that is one secure. So we're cutting off the ends of the cable tie. So I've crisscrossed it over the back. So I'm going to do the same around here, because our bow I want in here. So let's place 2 together. I'm going to need another 2. So let's get prepared. So I'm just pulling with my little miniature pliers, and I want to make sure that these square here are at the top and is flat at the bottom. And then I'll do the same with this. Sorry again if you can hear the noise, guys. The builders are It's going to be a 10-week maintenance, you know, doing the work. 10 weeks we've been told. So there's nothing really we can do about it. So now we've got our, and that is, as you look at it, because I had it this way, so this was facing me, but it's facing you, that is on your left side. So now I want to do a smallish bow. So I'm going to place this one at the back. Now this one seems to have frayed a little bit, so let's oh, that wasn't very good, Iris. I'm sure this one is the one that frays really bad. Is it? Yeah, it is, guys. So I'm gonna have to see, I haven't got my lighter in here. I have a lighter. Let me see. Do I use a different one or just a dark blue? I do quite like this. It's such a shame that it frays. I don't know, that won't help it doing it like that either. Let's go this way. I'll have to get the light on it in a bit. So again, because it's small, I may have tail ends coming around here, but I don't want them going over. So I don't want big tail ends at the top. Or do I bring them down here? No. And again, I don't want a big bow. Because it's only a small. Do I just do 4-inch? I think I'm gonna go to 5, guys, because once I've got everything in, I don't want it to be hidden. So we'll go to 5. So just look for your number 5 on your bow maker. Twist once you've brought it through your 2 prongs. That one's moved. Twist again. Measure it with the one underneath now. This is a silk with wire in it at the edge, very fine wire. So I'm going to cut this. I know it's long, but I'm going to cut that there. Don't think I'm going to use that one again. Then we'll go for the plain 2.5 inch with just white polka dots down the edging. Crikey, what's wrong with it today? And again, I'm only doing a small tail end at the top. Twist, so your pattern is then upside down. Measure to 5" again. I think this needs to be on this side. Twist. "5" I'm going to do 4 of these as well. I don't know about this blue, it's bothering me. No, I'll keep it on. I'm going to just dovetail those, and then we'll do this one. The pretty one with the flowers. Isn't that lovely? Now I'm going to do 4" on these. Twist so your pattern is upside down again. Four. So that's like that. So that's one side. You can, you know, move these once you've taken it off of your bow maker, or you can position them just before you take them off. I do a bit of both. I don't mind doing a bit of both. I guess it's however I feel when I do it, or if I remember more than anything. Right, so I'm going to go right here and take it off from the bottom, holding it with my thumb and finger. I'm going to place that across there like so, because that is going to be attached to my wheel. And then I'm going to place a cable tie around. I always do this one wrong way. Just twist it back. It's better. And just pull slightly. I don't tighten it to the tightest yet. I wait until I've just manipulated all my bows into place again, so I've got them where I'd like them to sit. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can do this if you feel, I mean, these are very good quality, so if you feel that they're not moving because they're so good in quality, then just place it on your table and give it a little extra tug. So let's see what that looks like. I know even though that looks big, my floral, once I place it in, will probably cover majority of the bow. So I'm happy with that. I will pull tight on my cable tie. The one that I'm not using to attach to the wheel, I will snip off. And these 2 bits here that I've still got, I will use to attach to the wheel. So I will just go under, as you can see. I'll go through. Before I tighten it any further, I will make sure that the bow's sitting correctly on the front. So I'll now bring these into position again. And then you just use a little bit of force now. It's all, you know, sat in place now and it's not going to move. And there we have our bow attached to our wheel. So the flowers are going to be coming around here and around here, and obviously I will have some coming from behind the bow. So that is our beautiful bow. So let's just get rid of the ribbon. And our bow maker. Place them over there out of the way, and our moss pins as well. Place those back. I like space, so we don't need those. Let's get Lazy Susan back and bring up all our elements that we're going to use. Again, I may not use everything. There's maybe the odd bit that I'm going to cut off, because I know I won't use all these ferns in it, because obviously that's way too much. I just grabbed a handful. Our filler foliage, some more bits of filler foliage, so I'll place that there. So I want to start with our ficus. So I'm going to and I'm not going to use exceptionally long pieces, you know, where it will be like so, because again it's only a small wheel. I will perhaps cut that off and use it something like that. So if I just give you an idea, I've only got 2 sets of leaves on, and that is more than enough. Excuse me. And I'm going to just go in here, have it leaning slightly, and I'm going to go under here as well. Let's just cut these. And just lift up your bow to place it around. As you can see, I'm going in through here because I do want some around our bow. I'm going to do exactly the same on this end. I may have to get another one of these. I'm just placing them, giving them a little bit of a bend, manipulating them. And lift up our tail ends. Yeah, I'm going to have to get another one, guys. I didn't think I'd need it, but how wrong am I? I'll chop as I go along with this one. And again, I'm just lifting and then positioning them in a different position so they're going around. And then that the meat up, as you can see, like that. So we've got a bit of it behind the bow as well. It's like a very light denim look. I've got some dark denim ribbon. Doesn't that look pretty? So I don't think we need any more of that as of yet. So with our fern, again, I want to bring this out also. So let's grab a few pieces of fern and chop those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 7. I'll get 7 at the moment. I don't think we're going to need all 7, but we'll see. You never know. And I'm going to cut them. So, and we're going to do the same thing with these. These are going to be our wispy bits. Now that one might be too long, because I don't want it too long on the outer side at the bottom. So let's put that one down. And again, I'm going to do the same here. Bring those down. And I'm going to go around as well. And these are going to give our wispy bits and our length to our border that we are creating. Just lift up the bow. We'll fluff it all up as bow, guys. You know me, I can't not fluff my bow. I'll go under here as well. Where's that bit? There we are. And again, I'm not having these just flat down, I'm lifting them because I want that airy feeling, I want that movement in the arrangement. I don't want it to be just like flat. I want a bit of volume in it. Again, I've got wire in these so I can move these and bend them into a direction. Let's get one more and place that there, like that. So again, about so that's what we have at the moment, guys. Doesn't that look pretty already? And we've not really got very far. So I don't want any more of the fern for definite. That can go now. Back. There's another piece there. Okay, and we have got these which give off that soft texture for the fern. I'm going to bring some of those up at the front instead of at the back. So let's cut a few off. Let's just fluff them up. These are very, very fine. Manipulate the main stem, give it a natural bend and twist. They're not push-ups either, so if you just want a little bit, you're going to have to cut off bits of the stem. And I may want to place one in the centre, but I will use those around. I think I will chop them up. That's just do these 3, because then I'll get 6 out of here, because I'm going to gain on, or I could get 9 if I chop them into 3. So we'll see as we go along. So let me just place those few on the floor. So before we carry on with those, I've got these. Again, I'm going to want to place in 1 each at the top. I thought I'd got 3 out, and all I've got out of the other one is a smaller one, but I don't mind about that. At least it's got it there. So let's get those in. And again, you can manipulate these, or I could pull some more off. But I quite like the fullness of it, as it looks airy and it's got that movement, and it's very pale. It's not a deep colour. So what I want to do with these is just bring it, let me hold it correctly, down within, and then manipulate it as I go along, just to give that movement. And just get that little bit of glue off. And I'm going to do the same with this one. I've already placed it on tape, floral tape, because they are paperback, and it does tend to peel. I have watched some videos where people had got them with paperback and they don't do nothing with them, they just stick it in. That's all good and well, you know, everybody to their own. I always say everybody's got their own way of doing things, but I'm all for the finishing touches, so to speak, to do it where nothing's going to come back on me. And then I've got this little piece, so I haven't done that. You see there, look, that's peeling off. Now I see people just sticking that in and then like that, and then that paper sits on the top here. Now I don't do that, you know. Again, I don't criticize people's work, but to, you know, I like to finish the job correctly. So I place tape on it to hold it in place so it doesn't come off. And plus the customer, you know, they're paying for something what they want doing correctly. They don't want to be coming back complaining. It's not what they've got in mind. And just place that one there. Again. Isn't this blue flowered ribbon beautiful? I'm going to place something in there. So you can barely see that, guys. So I want a longer piece. So I'm going to get a longer piece. Daisy. I want it to be very similar, so there we go. Again, let's sort the paper out. Take all the paper that's peeling off, take that off first, and then get your floral tape and go right from there where it started to peel. Don't do it just at the bottom, because it is paper all the way, so I tend to cover it all right from underneath so it doesn't, you know, come off in other places. So that's that. So yes, I want to, I'm going to move that again, and I'm going to place this piece in so it balances it out. And as I said when we started, the bow may be, you may think it was too big, the 5-inch loops, but now we've got our floral and some of our foliage in. It's not at all. It sits quite well. Don't like that fraying. That bothers me. So I'm going to just now manipulate these so they don't look like a cluster and slightly tight around each other. I'm going to give it that airy look. And just move it out. Move this one here. So that's how it's looking at the moment. So we don't need no more of that in. We have got our Queen Anne's lace, which I'm going to place in. Got one there. And I want to bring one out here. Just manipulate it and bend it upwards so it's like that. So with these little fern, as you can see, you can cut it. I may place one in the centre, but I'm going to dot a few around just to give that little fine bits of foliage, and I'm just so it's airy as well in other areas. I'm going to cut that one up as well. Again, they're not sitting flat. I've gone down vertical with these. I don't usually do that. I'm going to place that in there. But because they look nice and beautiful sitting upright, place that in there. That's the reason I'm going to do it. I'm going to hang on to those for now. Let's just have a look at our lambs here. I'm going to place some of these around the edge, I think. Let's just see. Hold my... Just give that a little lift so it's got a bit of movement and bounce in it. And when I give things a little bit of a lift, I place it in. Instead of just leaving it like that, I bring the stem upwards so it lifts it. So then you have that, and then that also gives the illusion of volume also. So just lift it up towards the sky, and you've got that volume there. And it gives it movement and makes it look beautiful. So I'm going to bring one round here. Again, I'm lifting that one also. I'm going to do the same here. Lift upwards. So as you can see, that bounce. And then, excuse me, I'm going to place one there as well. So I've used 5, so that balances it out. So let me lift up my... I have to see where I'm heading when it's under here. I'll just bring that up slightly. Doesn't that look pretty? So again, we have darker colour. Again, because we've got quite pale colours, even with the lamb's ear and with the leaves from this as well, the spray, bring in a darker colour to have something for the pale colours to bounce off. I do have these mini gerberas which I want to add in around the edge, so I'm going to cut off some of these as well. And these are push-ups. I'll hold on to those. I don't know if I want those in the centre or not. So I want to be placing in so we don't need those. Let me just look with the roses. Yeah, we've got to have the roses in, guys. We can't not have the roses. So we've still got space, as you can see here, and all on here to play around with, so we can bring some of the dark clemitis in. In fact, let's get some of those in a shorter length as well, instead of having everything, you know, on the outer side. We need to bring in colour Let's bring it here on the inside as well. Again, I'm not going right down, I'm keeping it at a similar height to what the Queen Anne's lace is. Don't know whether to place one in the, yeah, I'm going to place one in the centre. I'm going to place it in between these, like that. So you've got a bit of darker colour. Again, you don't need too much. I could incorporate those around the side, but because I've got the baby gerberas and they're only tiny, where they've got two different colours, the light and the dark, I can bring those on the edge instead. So we'll keep those out now, we don't need those. So let's just place some of these in for the movement. Again, just manipulate it. I'm just gonna foliage. Let's just lift this one up. And bring that within. And just spread them out. Well, I've just pulled one off. Let me just have a look. Oh, isn't that pretty? So you can still see lots of room to play with. So I'm going to take these two. Push these up to the top. And I'm going to bring those in to the centre point. So it's bringing in a little bit of movement within the centre. Again, we will straighten our bow. So our roses. I'm going to cut it. Take that off. I'm going to place. Do I place one there? Yeah. Now these have got rubber stems again. So I tend to just clip a bit of the rubber off without cutting the wire inside, and then I've got the wire there, and I'm going to bring that in to the center as well. So let's cut this bit of raffia that they're wrapped up in. I think we could bring some on the outer side. So always, you know, try and bring colour around the outside as well as just in on, you know, around the centre. Just to, you know, so it balances it all out. So let's get rid of all of those. You know me guys, I'm like a cleaning lady. I don't like mess around me when I'm working. So where I'm going to place it, I've got one here, so that's the 5th one. So I'm going to place one here, and I'm going to balance these out. I'm just going to position them for you. And I'm going to have them slightly longer than these white ones, as you can see there. So that's going to be one there. Then I'm going to bring one here. I know it's out long, but I'm just showing you how I'm positioning them. And then I'm going to bring one up here. And then, as you see, that one's there. I'm going to mirror image it and bring it there. So you've got 4 around the edge and 1 inwards. I could place one here, but I don't want to do that. I could put a clemitis there instead. So I want to get these in. So let's get our beautiful pale blue roses. They are a beautiful colour. And if the stem's too long as I place it, I will chop away at it. So let me see first. Yeah, the stem is too long. So I'll have to take that out and cut around here. Now I've noticed that this is moving away, so I'll get my glue gun that's switched on, and I will glue it at the top, just under. I've glued it, push it up, and now that will hold it there and it won't move. Any excess glue that's seeped out, I wipe away. So while I'm doing that, I'll check the others. That one's glued on, I can see it. So is that, and so is that. So let's get this one in. Where did we start? Here. Let's tuck it underneath our lamb's ear and some of our foliage that is there as well. So that's 1, I want one around here. I think I need to cut shorter. Bring that above, so that sits like so. So let's do the one up here. It's around there. Yeah, that's dry now. Let's place that. And what I'm doing, I'm just bringing them through the, on this one anyway, through the foliage, so it's a bit nearer to the top. I'm just entwining it with things so it's still able to see, even if it's just a tiny bit that you can see from it. It's in. So we've now got, I'm going to place a bit more of this in, I think. So let's just cut that off. And I'm going to use this as filler as well. A little fern, which gives off a lovely texture. And I'm going to dot these around. There's no particular area that I'm placing these. I'm just placing them where I can see a little bit. And I think I want some around there. Oh, here the diggers go. I think they must have had the dinner break because it went all quiet for a while, guys. I think they're back digging. So now again, I've got these and I've also got these. So let's see. I don't think I'm going to use the lavender, green lavender. I need to use some bay leaves. And I'm going to bring some up here. And this is covering some of our foam. And do the same here. Let's have a look. and just hold it. Let's have a look there. In fact, I may use a couple of pieces just to fill that area in, because I can just see a bit of foam and I don't want that to be on show. There. Let's have a look around. There's a piece there. Just go around and just see if you could spot a bit of, you know, any gaps. There's one. And just place it in. So let's now fluff up our lovely bow. Oops, I've just pulled this out. Silly me. Let me put it on a longer pick. Let's just right, something needs to be there. I'll bring that down. Right, let's just get another clemitis. I need something here. It's just looking a little bit bare. So I need a bit of colour. So let's just again lift up the bow. Something with a bit of length as well. Better. So guys, that is our project for today completed. I didn't want our bow to be the main, you know, well, too big. As much as I did it 5 inches, you may think that was quite big, but as you can see, I've made sure that I've worked around the bow to make the bow look like it's incorporated within the design or the arrangement. I wanted it to not stick on the top. I wanted it to be embedded within the greenery and the floral, which I do like to see that, as well as sometimes the bow being on top as well. But I wanted that to be inside with the arrangement, and I think that we've accomplished that, and it's sat inside by just adding a little bit of greenery and a floral inside the center of the bow. Looks like the bow is mixed in with your floral. If some people, you know, or sometimes I don't add in anything in the center, so then that makes the bow the focal point. It still looks like the bow's a bit of the focal point, but it's sat inside the arrangement. It's around the same height, it's not above. And that's what I had in mind, to sit it within and make a beautiful soft blue arrangement, which would look beautiful for anybody's home, sat on their wall or on their door. You just need to place in on a hook if you wish. Oh, I can see Queen Anne's lace bit stuck. There we have it. And you can sit it, you know, either inside the home or outside the home, where you can look at it with pride. And it could be a Father's Day gift as well, with it being blue, or not just a Father's Day gift. I know a lot of ladies who like blue, and that will look fabulous. And again, this is more of a wispy, more airy arrangement. Again, that's what I like to do, and I just thought, as much as you can't really see the wheel, I'm not too fussed about that. I wanted, you can see a little tiny bit, but not a lot. I did, because the wheel's not very big. Now if I had the bigger wheel, then I'd make a point of seeing that wheel, but because it's only 10 inches, not big, I wanted to cover majority of it with floral and foliage and our bow. I did have in mind to show the wheel at the beginning, but as I went along, my mind changed, as it does, guys, and thought, no, let's you know, cover, and let's focus on our floral. So you could say I've covered 2/3, nearly the whole lot of the wreath. I could have carried on and gone across here, but I just wanted a little bit of that wood, not much, showing as I went along. Again, my mind changed, my outlook on it had changed as I could see the change as we was placing things in. I decided, no, I'm not so fussed now about looking at the wheel. I want to see what's on top here. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to just place the camera up, guys. So let's just place it back up to my world. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. And doesn't it look pretty when it's stood up like that? It looks really, really pretty. Subtle colours, a nice soft blue palette. It's not a harsh, deep navy blue. That could even be a gift to a lady who's just given birth to a baby boy, you know, as well. That would be lovely, with it having the baby blue roses and the baby blue in the ribbon as well. So yes, I quite like that colour. And with the greenery as well being soft in colour, it's not a deep colour. The only deepness is the fern and some of the ficus. The rest, I mean, as you can see, is the light colour from the spray, the lamb's ear. This has got a bit of a lime green touch on it. Then you've got your light coloured bay leaf, and then the light coloured astilbe, you know, incorporated. And with the Queen Anne's lace, that always adds a nice extra touch, and I think that's really, really pretty with the white floral as well. So again, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I sure did. So that's another one. Now I've been getting rid of all the others. Another one on the wall, that's going soon, so that's got to be boxed up. I forgot when. What day are we on? Thursday, Monday it's going. So yes, and then hopefully either today or Saturday the hanging baskets will be going as well. And also there's a box there with something that I had bought up there what needed boxing up as well, and that behind me is gone also. So yes, things have gone, so I need to fill the space. So this gave me a great idea, nice blue. So I may move something around from here and place it across here, or I may do the one that we did yesterday, place up there. I don't know, I quite like that one there. But yes, so again guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I will do a close-up, so please subscribe, share and like to your friends, family, the world, everybody else, who you can think of, your granny, your granddad, especially if they're an internet freak, you know, and they love they know how to use YouTube. Oh, share to your granny and granddad, your aunt, uncle, sisters, brothers, cousins, whomever. You know, again, as I've stated many times, guys, I don't get paid for this. It's just that I love doing it out of the kindness of my heart and helping people, not just beginners but advanced people, to inspire them with new ideas and new coloured choices, and also ideas on different foliage and flowers that may go together. So you know, I love doing things like that. I was considering doing actually tutorial classes. I was thinking about that. I haven't looked into it properly yet, so who knows, we'll see. So again, you know, I hope you have a go at it. You know, if you've got a little wheel, or again, I've got 3 different sizes. This is the biggest, the 10-inch I think, then it's 8-inch, then it's 6-inch. So if you've got anything like that, or small, and you just want to give it a go in light blues, or you know somebody who's given birth to a baby boy, give it a go. I'm sure you're all capable enough to do it, and just by placing 2 different pieces of foam attached to it, and even with a grapevine, you don't have to put everything into the grapevine. You can attach foam onto the grapevine and use the foam instead of the grapevine, and then attach a bow, or not have a bow, place a bow here, wherever you'd like it to be, or do it in a different colour choice. It's entirely your decision, but again, I'm sure it'll be fabulous. So enjoy your day. It is Thursday. My Fridays are my busiest day. Because I wasn't here Monday, I was considering doing a small video tomorrow, but you know, don't count your chickens, guys, because something will come up. I know it will, and I will end up being busy. But if I do, then there may be a small video pop on tomorrow. I'm not sure. That's if I've got time. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Thank you so much for all your new subscribers and all your comments, and you know, everything. You all mean the world to me, and I can't thank you enough. Words, you know, I haven't got enough words to thank you all. And God bless, take care, and have a wonderful weekend. I love you all, and have a great time, and keep creating. Bye for now. Bye. Let's just do a little close up. Let's see if I can get it off, guys. Oh gosh, look at that. I am getting good today anyway. So there's your lamb's ear, where I say there's like crystals in it, little white, little sparkly crystals. Can you see? Where's it gone? There, look. Oh, I've moved it now. But if you move it, you can get glimmers of like little crystals. Look. And then your white little wildflower, your very pale green, greeny white astilbe with your bamboo foliage attached to it, your very light textured fern, your Queen Anne's lace, your bay leaves, your beautiful blue clemitis, your blue baby rose buds, and your mini gerberas. And look at that leaf. I adore that leaf. It is such a nice looking calm leaf. Very, very pale. And then you will have your fern here. And where's the ficus? It's hidden. Oh, it's here, look. Ficus with the veins in. That's pretty as well. And then your beautiful bow. Look at that. Isn't that divine? And then this one with the polka dot. And the other one, that phrase, is hidden. I can't find it. Where is it gone? Oh, here. Down there. So that is in there. I don't mind it being hidden because I quite like these on top. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Again, give it a go. I'm sure you're all capable. You're all wonderful people. And I'll see you again Monday. Again, I'll try if I can get a little video in tomorrow, but I'm not promising. But if not, I'll see you on Monday, guys, and have a wonderful weekend. I love you all. God bless, and thank you so much. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.